Hi everybody, welcome back. I hope the sound's okay this time. Sorry about that sound issue. I get so upset with the sound. Like when I recorded it, I knew it was a little bit off, not perfect. But then once it gets loaded onto the YouTube from my laptop, the audio takes forever to load from my laptop to YouTube. And I think that a lot of the issues occur then. I thought I know it's somewhat a user error, but it's made worse by the transferring of my video to the YouTube. And I do check before I upload it to YouTube, and it sounds okay to me. And I make my husband listen to it, I make my friends listen to it. They're like, yeah, okay, sounds fine. Then once it's up to YouTube, uploaded to YouTube, then it's like, oh my God, you guys were right. I'm so sorry. But the last message was that Joe Biden was going to win. And I told you, and everyone was upset, and I told you. I just don't see how this guy, here are the cups again, which I'm reading, how this guy, Trump, oh, by the way, look, I put a little bit of hair on him from one of my cat stuffed toys. So you can see him sad, depressed, going back to the White House. This is the White House. And there are people all over the White House. Like people outside, people on top of the White House, like snipers checking, making sure everything's okay. And then a few of you asked if Joe Biden was, well, obviously Donald Trump is staging a coup. And a few of you asked me if Joe Biden would be allowed to be president. And the answer is yes. Of course. Now look, here's the White House. You see how it doesn't come up perfectly square? Because the White House is not a perfectly square building, and this is just a coffee cup. It's not going to come out almost exactly like the White House. But see how it's round at the top? And it's a building, it's a structure. So the thing closest, the occurrences closest to the handle will happen the soonest. And you see how the White House is here, very close to the handle for Donald Trump? This is Donald Trump's cup. Here he is. With his hair. And then look at Joe Biden's cup. Hold on. This is Joe Biden and his team all together with the foot of fortune. And then, you guys, here's the White House. It's not that far off because all these things are related. You see how all these things are related? There's one thing happening here. There's another thing happening here. And then there's another thing happening here. So it's not that far off. Look, here's the White House. Joe Biden's going to the White House. You see it? Here's the same building. You see them? Two buildings. Donald Trump's cup, the White House. Joe Biden's cup, the White House. Sorry about all these little stringies. That's how I got the idea to put Donald Trump's hair on, is that I put it in my sweater drawer to preserve it because it'll run down, and also for privacy. And then my sweaters, my cream and white sweaters, got stuck to the coffee. So that's what that's about. And that's Shakira. Shaggy! Shaggy! Weenie weenie! Hi, Mama! Morning! Hi, sweet girl! Shakira! Oye! Mama! There she is! She's hanging out with me now. Cooper's downstairs and my old cat's sleeping. She's snoring away, so Shaggy's keeping me company. Alright, so let me move on. Let's go. Donald Trump's cup. So here he is. Here's the White House. People guarding it. Things are getting testy. And you guys, oh, obviously we all know there's going to be civil unrest. And I told you this about a year and a half ago. Civil unrest. People hanging, people with weapons all over buildings. And here you have the spawns. Donald Trump Jr., Ivanka, and Eric. And they're worried because here comes this woman in a car, and I think this is a reporter to interview them with things to do with the law. So they're going to be in trouble. I think Donald Trump is more scared for his kids than for himself getting in trouble. Trump Jr., Ivanka, and Eric. Here's that woman with her head down in a car. They get a reporter interviewing them. And she's kind of like, what the heck is going on? They're going to be in trouble. The kids are going to be in trouble. They're not kids, but, they're his kids, so we call them kids. And then here you have more people acting crazy. These are the crazy people. They're all over the place. See how squiggly they are? Stuff coming out here, stuff coming out here, stuff there. More squiggly people there. And here you have Trump and Melania leaving. There's going to be more whistleblowers. More information coming out about them. About more phone calls and more papers. Here's a whistleblower, here's a whistleblower. Or more people writing them out. More people getting upset and sad. People in different states also doing things for them, but they're going to come forth and be like, this is not legit. They're going to say, this is not kosher, this is not right. And they're going to turn around and they're going to talk about it. They're going to make it public. So here's the White House. Here's someone in another place again telling this taller person, this tall person in another area. You see how this is one area? That's one area, that's another area. This person's in another town and far away speaking to this person, probably near Washington. To me, it looks like... Honestly, I can't tell who it is. I can't tell. It might be Jared. I think it's Jared. Telling Jared it's over. And then Jared meets here with Ivanka. And they hug each other and they're kind of very worried. Eric hugs Ivanka, worried, and they discuss what's going on. Ivanka, Jared, in union. Always plotting together. But they know the gig is up. They know the gig is up. And so they're talking about, oh my goodness, this is a hell of a rat's nest here. So basically Jared finds out that this person in another state that was working with them no longer wants to work with them. Him and Ivanka are very upset about this. Here they are, Jared and Ivanka again. And there's that person that went to jail at one point. So it could be either Michael Cohen or any of the other good people that went to jail for them. Coming out to blow the whistle. To blow the whistle. And then here you have their backers. Here's a city with two very tall, twin-like, almost twin towery looking skyscrapers. And here you have smaller towns. And you see there's a woman crying. I think it's those religious women, those Pentecostal evangelical women. It's just because it's a cup, it's not going to show you everything. But it's going to show you symbols. So here is this woman, symbolic of all the other women, praying, crying with her head down that Trump has lost and has to leave the White House. And then in cities, his crazy followers are going to go to different cities and start acting up. And again, these cups are very strange. I see like sinkholes. To me, that's a sinkhole. We'll find out together. There might be stories in the news about sinkholes during the time that he leaves. Now, I said in my cup, the DeSantis cup, that he was going to cheat the crap out of Florida. And they were saying more Latinos voted for Trump in Florida. But then I was listening to Juan Gonzalez from Democracy Now! I'll put a link on the description box so you can check it out. It's not that more Latinos are in Trump's favor, is that more Latinos voted, and those Latinos that were already in his favor, that kind of stream where they brainwashed them to think that any Democrat is Chavez or Fidel Castro or El Che. They scare them with that because a lot of Hispanics are running away from communist country and from dictatorships. So they kind of scare them in those places, like in Florida. I told you that they would cheat. Had they not done that in Florida, Florida would have gone blue. Because I saw on the cards that Florida could have gone blue. And I thought, yeah, Florida may go blue. But on my cup, I saw that there was a lot of trampa, cheating. So it's all coming to light. And probably a year from now, we're going to hear even more stuff about Florida. And in Florida, I said there was going to be storms during the election, but I was a few days off. Now you see, I think it's Eta. What is it, Eta? Is that the storm? I saw people underground, and I just read today in the Miami Herald that there was problems. There are problems with the aqueduct situation in Florida, and people are underground trying to fix the aqueduct. Holy cow, these cups are no joke, you guys. I may not interpret it 100%, but who the hell? First of all, these political cups are very freaking hard to decipher. Like my mom says, hay que concentrarse. You have to concentrate. When you read these things, you have to concentrate. So that's why I don't read them that much anymore, because I've had so much crap going on. Fires, deaths, car accidents, all this. I can't just read a cup like nothing. I haven't been doing personal readings because it's not fair to the people if I can't concentrate. But personal readings are a lot easier, 100 times easier to read than these political cups. These political cups are very difficult to read. I don't even know how I've gotten through them. They're very, very hard, and it takes me a long time looking at them to decipher what the heck is going on. A personal cup, they're easy because it's like we're normal. You're going to have a house, you're going to get married, you're going to get divorced, you're going to go to court, blah, blah, blah. Those things are pretty, like, normal. Your kid's going to school, your kid's graduating, you're going to have a baby. Don't worry. A few years from now, you're going to get married, you're not going to be alone forever. That sort of thing, that's easy. But these cups, they're not easy. They're not easy. They're very, very hard for me. And when you do a personal cup, the person, they sip the cup. But when I do these political cups, I have to do a lot of prayer and meditation for me to come up with a cup for each specific person that's not even drinking from the coffee. So that's why I've been lagging, you guys. These things are hard. So that's Donald Trump's cup. Before I do Joe Biden's, a few things I forgot to cover on the Trump. Look at this. Endangered America's future as a global power. This is how you get when you start reading the cups and reading the tarot. This is how you get. You look at the date here. This was yesterday that I picked this up. Can you see the date? November 11th through the 17th of 2017. How the hell 3 years later to the date I picked up this magazine? Endangered. And it's a freaking Donald Trump looking eagle. That motherfucker is out. That says a lot. That says a lot about him. Look how sad he looks. He looks like everybody in his family passed away or something. He looks terrible. He looks very incredibly sad. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention in the Donald Trump cup. This is... Ay, Dios mío. I don't even know. Okay, look. I don't know if you can see that here. Hold on, let me see if you can see that. You can't really. Almost, you can't barely see it. In person, you can. There's a dog here and another dog there. 2 dogs. I think they're going to have either police dogs or they're going to bring their own dogs to attack people. I don't know what the heck is going to be happening, but I hope these dogs don't get hurt. A dog here and a dog there. And let me see if you can see it. You see that dog? I can't even. You see that dog right there? Right here. On his hind legs. I could see it clearly. And another one here. Donald Trump is going to send someone else to concede for him. He may also talk, but at first he's going to send someone else. And he already sent Giuliani and his kids and all that, but it's still going to keep happening. All right, just wanted to say that one last thing. The creature, look at his freaking hair. You see him? You see how sad that guy looks? You guys can tell, right? You guys can tell that he's head down. That's the White House. People on top of the White House here, like a sniper here, a sniper there, and like protesters, people all around. His followers are going to be climbing on top of crap, pretending they're guarding and threatening with their rifles and all that. I told you guys, don't engage. Don't engage. Oh, the other day, I go to the liquor store around my neighborhood when Biden was going to give his speech. So I go to the store to get, champagne or something, or Prosecco, something, so that we can celebrate. My husband, our friends that were here, we're going to celebrate during the speech. And the kid in the store asked me, the guy in the store asked me, oh, what are you doing? How are you? I'm like, oh, good. I don't even know him. He was just being friendly. So he asked me, how are you? I'm like, good. How are you? Fine. He goes, oh, do you have any plans for tonight? And I'm like, oh, we're celebrating Biden's win. And you know what the motherfucker told me? He flat out told me, I will hold off celebrating if I were you. How unprofessional is that? There was a lot of fraud going on in this election. He told me that. And I did not engage. I was like, oh, let me have my victory. You had the last 4 years. Let us have these 4 years. Biden won. Let us celebrate. Let us have our victory. And then he turns around and he goes, well, I'm only here to sell you liquor. I'm not here to engage in political talk. And I'm thinking to myself, I didn't say anything, but I'm like, you asked me. So these things are getting nasty, and I don't engage. I just left it. I was like, yeah, okay, thank you very much, and I left. Because they will suffer when Biden is up there accepting the presidency. They will suffer. So that's going to be my revenge on him. I didn't even engage. I left because I don't know. These people are crazy. They can't seem. They're completely brainwashed. It's like talking to someone that's been in a cult. Oh my goodness. Like that Kimmy Gibb, whatever that show was, that she was under the bunker and she came out and she didn't know what was going on in the world. It's that sort of thing with these people. They're like in some sort of crazy bunker. Yeah! Kamala won. Biden won, but Kamala won too, you guys. Caribbean queen. The first everything. The first woman vice president. The first African American vice president. The first Caribbean woman vice president. The first Asian American vice president. She just covered us all. Biracial. She just covered everybody with her hard work and her intelligence and her friendly disposition and her good nature and her no nonsense, I'm not going to put up with your bull attitude and way of being got her to where she is. And Might I say that the MVPs of this election, I mean, everybody chipped in, but the MVPs of this election were African American women. They're always out here rescuing everybody. Every election, it seems. Holy cow. Hi. Anyway, so happy for her. Congratulations, Kamala. Congratulations, everybody. Congratulations, Joe Biden. Congratulations to you. It's just a breather. Let's celebrate. Let's cherish. Don't let these people that they're not going to concede ruin our victory. Don't let them scare us. These motherfuckers are out of there. They are out. They're going to be out, and no matter what, they're going to freaking pay. They're going to be in so much legal jeopardy. And if you look at my Jair Bolsonaro cup from, was it a year ago or so? Take a look at that, and you see where Trump will end up. You will see where Trump will end up. There's no 2024 for him, you guys. No 2024. Forget about all that. They're just trying to appease him because he's crazy and he just can't give up. So they're like, oh, don't worry, Donnie. Don't worry, little creature. You worry. You can be back on 2024. In the meanwhile, you can make your own channel, your own this and your own that, and you can make so much money if you just get on and be your own Fox News. And you can build yourself up. And for 2024, that's what they're telling him. Don't let them dampen our victory, because they're out, and no matter what, he will have to concede. Well, he won't have to concede, but he's going to have to freaking leave. He will have to leave the White House, and he will. Okay, as I said, the Joe Biden cup, I moved it a little closer just to make sure you get to see a good view, kind of like what I see. It's never exactly, because the video kind of chips away at some of the detail. But, okay, so here they are, Joe Biden and his team all together with the votes that they need. These are votes up here. Legal votes, legal papers. And they're going to be getting even more money. They're going to be getting even more donations, more money. And here I see more whistleblower. This guy with his head down and like a hunchback kind of thing with some documents with a problem that may go to Joe. Here's another one and another one. So 3 more people. We're going to find out about people that were in the Trump administration that are going to come forward with lawsuits or out to the news about the things that have been happening to them and within the administration, things that are secret. When Trump leaves, we're going to find out the funniest, the craziest crap. I'm talking about even hair pulling. I saw Kellyanne Conway get her hair pulled. We're going to be laughing, but also sad for these people, some of them. And so here are 3 guys to do with the law and to do with the military. And here's that suitcase. That's the football. That's the football. 2 footballs, actually. 1 suitcase here, 1 suitcase there, going to Joe Biden. He will be the next president of the United States, and he will go to the White House. No doubt about it. I read come Trump, was it a year ago or so, that I saw him losing the football. They were taking the football away from him and giving it to someone else. And now it's here. And here you have these people with... Now, I don't know if it's Melania or Trump or Pence and Mother, but I can't tell some people apart. But Joe will be meeting with someone. He will have the limo drive. He will have all that. And he will be taken to the White House. I'm hoping it's Trump and Melania, but if not, Mother and Pence will fill in. I can't quite tell, but it's a very heavy guy. Did you see how heavy and bloated he got? Within a week, he looks like he's deflating, like a rubber deflating doll. So whoever it is has gotten heavy here, so that's why I think it's Trump. He may do the whole thing. If it's not him, then it's Pompeo, someone heavy like that. But Joe Biden will be taken to the White House. He will have the drive. He will have the whole 9 yards. Here's the White House. And then here are the spawns again. Now, here's where it gets freaking creepy. Junior, Ivanka. Well, here, no, Junior here. Now Eric is here and Ivanka is here. It's the 3 spawns with huddling together with worry. And this is what I don't like. A woman of color injured. And again, a problem to do with the bridge. More bridge problems. How many bridge problems have I seen and they've come to light? I still see more bridge problems. A woman of color injured. It could be the SDNY prosecutor. Maybe they'll do something. I don't know. I'm not saying they will. They just seem worried. But you have these crazy vigilantes taking the law into their own hands. Who knows? It's a woman of color. I hope it's not Kamala. But this woman of color is injured. I don't hope it's anyone, of course. This comes out like most of my maternal family. They look like Kamala and or darker. So I don't want anyone at all to be hurt. But I'm just saying, it'll be even more. They're not dead or anything like that. They're injured somewhat, but they'll be fine. But here are some people carrying her, and it's like in a bridge. Ay, Dios mío. And here are the 3 spawns. So I think it has to do with them. I don't know if I should even post this. Okay. But the lady will be fine. She'll be okay. She'll be up and running. And then, see, because I'm not used to Amy Coney Barrett, but I think this is her. And she's pissed off, angry. It's someone, it's either Amy Coney Barrett or someone that looks like kind of that. Looking like that lady. And this woman is reprimanding Muslim people. This is how Muslim people come up with that on their heads like that. Head covered, and the men with like something around their heads. And she's having some sort of anger issue with them. They're not angry at her. She's just bullying them. So it's either Amy Coney Barrett or someone along looking Amy Coney Barrett lines having issues with the Muslim community or people from a Muslim country, politicians or something like that, but someone representative of some parts of the Muslim community. And Joe Biden and them may have to interfere in this. It's not over. It's just beginning for them. So that's my reading on their cup. Let's just enjoy the victory, you guys. He's going in. Don't worry. He's not going to be kicked out. He's not going to be denied the presidency. Don't believe that for a second. Okay, thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for being so respectful. With everything that's going on in the world, I feel so blessed to have you all that are so kind and so respectful and so thoughtful. Thank you, and all the blessings to you. May you always be protected and blessed and given good fortune, great fortune, and good luck. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good night.